Hello, I am Bianca. I am the owner and director of Little Minds in Motion. We are a school readiness program for 3.5 to 5.5-year-olds. Here is a snapshot of what a lesson looks like. I thought about when I left school to be a graphic designer or a teacher. I did graphic design first, and when I finished that course, I knew I needed something more, and I thought, why not do teaching? I really loved it. My grandmother was a teacher as well, and finished my degree, and I have never looked back, and I'm very happy with choosing that. Before my son started school, I taught a year of kindergarten. And I knew exactly what my son needed to feel confident and ready to walk through those classroom doors. When my son did start kindergarten, I was confident that he would be happy, he would be confident to be there, and he was. However, I saw little kindergartners being upset because they couldn't simply cut or glue their work down or hold their pencil. They couldn't come up to me and ask for something because I didn't have the confidence. And this made me click and think there is a big gap between preschool and daycare, and I would like to fill that gap. Well, that's very easy. My main philosophy is to make sure the kids are having fun without knowing that they're learning. So I really wanted my space to be bright. I really wanted my space to be really open. It's quite a big space just for 6 children, but I wanted them to feel really comfortable being in this space. And I also wanted it to make them feel very comfortable in their learning environment. It's a very tidy space, so then they are ready to learn as soon as they walk in those doors. That's a good question. It would be that knowing that what I do here will make a difference. Things take a lot more time than expected. So for instance, a child reading. So a lot of families would ask me, can you get my child to read? But I don't think they realise that they need pre-reading skills. So they need syllables, they need onset and rhyme, they need segmenting and blending strategies, plus knowing their sounds of the alphabet really well. And for scissor skills, you need to keep your elbow in, your thumb up, and this is your moving hand. So there's lots of skills, fundamental skills that children need before they get straight into a specific skill that they need. And I think a lot of parents realise how much there is involved behind the scenes of learning these skills. Don't wear white when you've programmed blue paint. But in all seriousness, know that it is going to be a lot of work. It's going to be lots of late nights, but my goodness, it's worth it. So when I first started teaching, I was a very young 25-year-old. I saw the children in a different light. So basically, I would just go in, I would teach, and I would get out. Nowadays, being a mum of 2, especially teaching little children, you know exactly what children need. You are more empathetic. You're the doctor, you're the nurse, you're the counsellor. So I definitely became all of those roles, and I felt like that I could be there more for the children. If I had a child, for instance, that couldn't come into the classroom because they couldn't let go of mum, they were really nervous to come in, and it's taken weeks, and then they burst into those doors, one lesson, and never looked back, and were confident and ready to be here. That's one aspect. Another one is that moment when a child looks at you and you've been working really hard on a concept that they didn't understand, and they look at you and they're like, I get it. Like that light bulb moment that goes off, and you just feel like, I've done it. This is what I'm here for. I'm really teaching them, learning these fundamental skills that they need, that I know is going to make them feel confident to go into kindergarten. I love getting messages and emails from parents saying they can do this now. It's unbelievable. But what stands out to me the most, especially at the end of the year, is getting those hugs from parents that come along with their tears as well, because they can see the progress, they can see where their kid was at, and a lot of parents feel very lucky and thankful for the transformation from the beginning to the end of the year. Don't be afraid to ask. Give everything a go, even if it's hard, and be confident knowing if it is hard now, it won't be later when you persisted. As a teacher, teaching more than 15 years, I've definitely seen the difference with children that have beautiful whole foods rather than packet food or sugary foods. So the major difference is that children who have those amazing whole foods, they can function the whole day and they can learn the whole day. However, children that have the sugary foods have a massive spike, and then unfortunately that spike dissipates very quickly. Where their learning in the afternoons is quite difficult because they can't concentrate. I hope my story has inspired you as a parent and your child to take that first step into the classroom feeling confident and empowered. If you need to have a chat, don't hesitate. I'm one DM away. Speak to you soon. And cut. I lost my train of thought. That's the main part that makes, what was the question? To feel comfortable, to feel ready to learn, and I have nothing to end that sentence. Damn it.